All right. Starting a little bit early just to make sure everything's working, because we know that sound sometimes doesn't like to work and video sometimes doesn't like to work. So we're just gonna make sure everything's working. And if you're here already, then go ahead and comment. Oh, sound's working, video's working, awesome. Okay, so if you're here, go ahead and comment, tell me you're here. Let me see where my girls are at. And I'm going to post a link so that everybody can find us. It's hard to type. I can't type and talk at the same time, apparently. Okay, so, oh, see, Mindy's in his house. And I'm going to share this in the IM group too, so that, because there are some Mavens in the IM group. Not all the Mavens have crossed over there yet, but some of them are there, and then there are other reps there too who could benefit from this. So okay. All right, who's here? Are you here? Go ahead and check in. Leave a comment there to say that you're here. Joe's here. Hey, Joe. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, girl. Hey. Mindy should be joining us. She's joining from her iPad, I think she said. So I gave her a link. So she should be here any second. And let's see, who do we know? I know that Hazel is, she's running the store today, so she can't be here. And Rebecca, her son has football, so she can't be here till March. Who else told me that they knew they couldn't make it today? I feel like there's somebody else and I'm forgetting. Oh, Chris is still volunteering, but this is her last week volunteering, so she's going to be with us next time, so that's good. Let's see, is there anybody else I'm forgetting? I don't know. Susan's here. Hi, Susan! I'm going to try to refresh more, because last time you guys froze up for like an hour, and I didn't even know anybody was here except for Joe. We'll wait for a couple minutes, let people get checked in. I just posted a link on the Maven page. We'll see who's up and kicking. Is everybody in their pajamas? Who has their pajamas on still? Not me. I actually have to put clothes on. I could do this in my pajamas. I'm not afraid. It might blind you all, but hey. Wouldn't hurt me any. Okay, I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see. So everything becomes a little less blurry. 40-year-old problems, right? Almost 40. Okay, if you're here, if you're new, just leave a comment and tell us that you're here. Let me switch back to the Maven page. Teresa has boot camp. Somebody told me, oh, I think it was Hazel, that said that she was going to try to sneak and check in between customers. Okay, let me do another refresh, see if anybody knew. Tell us that you're here. Okay. The first thing I want to talk about is recognition. Because we had a conversation about it yesterday on the Maven page, and you know, I think managers in different areas, I mean, of course, some managers are better than others, you know, yada, 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 not pointing any fingers, but there's real inconsistency kind of, you know, across the board on what information you get or how people are recognized or, you know, just all kinds of stuff because it's, you know, humans are different, right? So I thought that we would start to do some recognition here. I'm nobody's manager. I'm not anybody's boss. I don't even have access to this kind of information, so I'm actually going to have to rely on you guys sharing it with me. Oh, Joe's been dressed since yesterday. Hey, work it, girl, work it. Susan's dressed. So, I mean, I don't have access to anybody's, you know, numbers or what you're hitting or what you're qualifying for or any of that kind of thing. So I'm going to have to rely on you guys telling me, basically. So what I would like to do is I would like to invite everybody to send me direct messages. Send them to me direct. You can do it here on YouTube. You know, there is a personal messaging system on YouTube. If you go to my actual YouTube page, you can message me from there. You can do it on the Maven page, you know, through Facebook. You can send me a direct message there. You can do it on the in the IM group. You could just send me a direct message there. But, you know, if you have something that you hit recently, like did you finally get unit leader this week, or did you hit, you know, 40% earnings for the first time, or did you do something, you know, that's not putting you in the top 5 of anything, but that you're really proud of? I want to know that kind of stuff, and I want to give people shout-outs for that kind of stuff, just because, you know, we deserve it. You know, we all work really hard, and our businesses are all different, and we have our own type of goals. And so if you are reaching goals that you are setting for yourself and your business, then I want to give people shout-outs for doing that. And, you know, in doing so, you know, you get the pat on the back that you deserve and a little bit of recognition, but it also helps to inspire other reps to, you know, to go for the same types of goals. Okay, she did it, so I can do it. Or, oh, I never thought about making that a goal, but that really makes sense for my business, so I'm going to try that now. You know, we can inspire other reps, even kind of on accident, just by doing this. So if you guys would like a shout out for something, or, you know, just want to give yourself a pat on the back, then message me with that kind of information privately, and we will cover that kind of stuff in these little live broadcasts, because I think it's a good idea and it makes it kind of fun. So, and girls, you know I'm crazy, so you just never know what I might do. Giving you guys some recognition. You just never know how I might humiliate myself in front of the world in order to give you some kudos or a pat on the back. Right? So, you know, like for instance, I mean, Hazel McIntyre, she made Honor Society for the first time. That's amazing. And, you know, she just recently got her unit leader title. She was a unit leader before. That kind of fell off. She's earned her title back again, and I think that's super duper awesome. And so those kind of things, you know, it can be little goals. It can be goals that, I don't know. I just want to recognize people's accomplishments. So if you want to shout out, then make sure you direct message me. And in the meantime, if you have something that you did in the last 2 weeks, since we didn't know we were going to do this, that you are really proud of yourself, or you just feel like it was a big accomplishment, or you really went way out of your way or above and beyond, or you were exhausted and you did it anyway, you know, whatever. If you did something like this in the last 2 weeks, then I want you to comment and tell us all what you did, because we're all going to give you the applause you deserve right now. Okay, so tell me what you've been doing that you're super proud about.
You have something that you did in the last 2 weeks.
Let me mute. Mindy's here. Mindy is not spam, so I'm going to show her. Every time somebody gets flagged as spam somehow. Mindy is finally here, she said. Aw, thanks, Mindy. Mindy says I'm amazing. I'm amazing in a crazy kind of way. Right? Oh, I did wear my, does anybody recognize this? I did wear my name tag from our little New York trip. I did cover up like my private, the more personal part of it though, because, you know, isn't it weird that we have to kind of plan our lives around crazy people, the crazy people in the world? You know, I have to think ahead that there might be crazy internet stalkers, but hey, if I were a crazy internet stalker, I'd want a piece of this. I'm just saying. If I were a crazy internet stalker, I would stalk me, because, you know, I just would. I'd stalk all of you because you guys are awesome. So because, you know. Okay, let's see. I'm still trying to get you not... Oh, Mindy's signing papers this week to open her training center. Yeah, you know what, Mindy? I actually meant to mention you because of your move and everything. I saw your pictures from your new place, and I know this all happened really fast and unexpected, and I think that that is awesome. I think you took that challenge and ran with it. So I know if it were me, I would be freaking out a million kind of ways if that happened to me, and I think you handled it better than, you know, anybody that I know would have. So yeah, awesome. Well, I keep trying to mark Mindy that she's not spam, but for some reason YouTube is not, it's not accepting me, my click on it. There we go. Okay, so does anybody else have anything else they want to give themselves a pat on the back for? Just do it, even if it's something little. Even if you sold one product that you thought you couldn't ever sell or something, you know, tell me, because that's an accomplishment too. All right, so business, man, I got all kinds of stuff this time. All kinds of stuff written down. So first of all, I mean, we talked about this on the Maven page, but if there is somebody here who's not a Maven, or who's part of somebody's downline, or who has just stumbled across this, then you may not know this, but we've been talking a lot about all the changes that are happening. So the price of books are going up, and it's just a little bit, but that has happened quite a few times recently, which is more often than it has happened in the past. So some of us old girls were kind of noticing, like, you're hitting us with a penny every year, you know, kind of thing. So there's been a lot of discussions about that going up. The earnings levels are changing. There's been a lot of changes with leadership and the kits and the price to sign up and all that kind of stuff. So if you aren't familiar with that, you know, ask your questions. You can ask questions in the comments, and if either I can answer it or these girls, I mean, these girls know their stuff, so they can answer it too. So a lot of changes, but if you don't know what's going on, then, you know, ask somebody, ask your manager, ask another rep, send an email to Avon or something. Make sure you know about all the changes. Campaign 9 is Heavy Mother's Day. There is a gift guide in Campaign 9. Pages 154 through the back cover are going to be like a gift guide for Mother's Day. So, you know, I would use that, like, if you are approaching all the guys in the world who need to take responsibility for not only getting their mother something, but maybe taking the kids to get their mommy something, or their wife, their spouse, their girlfriend, whatever, you know, a gift, that kind of thing. you could flip straight to the gift guide for them and say, hey, anything in this section is, is a safe bet. So, I mean, that's probably how I would use that section. I'm going to tell you that this catalog is very heavy jewelry. I mean, I actually wrote on this paper, I wrote all jewelry all the time. There is a lot of jewelry in this campaign. There is, let's see, oh, page 74. This is something I've never noticed before, but until I started doing these broadcasts for you guys, I've never been one who really, with the catalog, like reads it from front to back. I skim through really quick and get kind of a general overview of what's in the book. And so I've never noticed this before, so I'm not sure if they've done this in the past, but on page 74, they are titling this section the Semi-Annual Face Event, and it's pages 74 to pages 81. So, do we have semi-annual face events? I don't know, but I guess now we do if we haven't before. Yeah, see, semi-annual face event. So, I mean, we know another large retailer who does their semi-annual sales and are really popular. So I don't know. I don't recall ever noticing this before, but it's basically a lot of buy one get one offers. Buy one get one for $5 type thing. So just a little FYI there, and I'll just show you the gift guide. Yeah, so the gift guide starts here on page 154, and then, there's a little, like a page marker here that shows it kind of as they flip through the pages. So there's a lot of buy one, get one. I'll just go ahead and tell you this now. Candid is in the outlet. I know that we talked about Candid is going away. It is officially in the outlet. It's the first time I recall seeing it in the outlet catalog, so it is actually in there. Also, the dual-ended eyeliners, the glimmer sticks, are in there, which, we knew that those probably wouldn't stay around for very long, but if we got one in our Maven box, so if you haven't taken advantage of selling it, or if you stocked up or whatever, get those sold, because it's gonna be in the outlet in Campaign 9, and so they're gone. And then also something else I noticed in the outlet in Campaign 9, on page 37, the opal top coat is in there. And that struck me as a little bit odd, because wasn't the opal top coat, wasn't that one of the products that sold out in the demos and nobody could get their hands on it? Am I wrong about that? It seems like everybody was complaining that they were trying to get this and couldn't. Let me do a quick. Oh, Erin's here. Hey, Erin. Hey, girl. Hey. So I don't know. I feel like, somebody tell me if they know, but I feel like that was one that was sold out really early on, like in demos and stuff, and that nobody could get their hands on it. So I'm a little perplexed if that is true, if I'm not losing my mind, which y'all know I could be losing my mind at any time. But if I'm not, and that's true, I'm a little perplexed that it's in the outlet catalog, because apparently they still have some. So anyway, so that's in there. And then some of the nail design strips, a couple of the designs are in there. So they're starting to filter out some of the designs. So if there's ones that you wanted to try, or you wanted to sell, or you want to stock up on, there's six of the designs are in the outlet. So just a little heads up on that. And I think that's everything there that I wanted to say. Yeah, they do this. They do the sales for they do the sales for the face lines a lot, yeah, but they're actually targeting it as semi-annual sale. So I guess I'll be waiting to see if half a year from now if we have another semi-annual sale. Okay. So I'm going to break down the catalogs like I always do for you guys, and then we'll talk about the what's new. And then I have some very specific, detailed information on how to kind of break down your goals, kind of related to President's Club, you know, all that kind of thing. And then we have some challenges at the end, so hang out to the end, and so you can participate in the challenges. Oh, Erin said she thinks she's seen the top coat in the outlet before. Maybe. I just remember, and it seems like, I want to say it was when the Maven Facebook page first started. I feel like that was kind of one of the first products that we sort of brought up, saying, you know, everybody wanted it and nobody could get their hands on it kind of thing. Way back, you know, a year ago, before we even took our trip. Maybe. So I don't know. They are coming out with new designs. They did have, I want to say, I don't think it was 6, I want to say it was 4 new spring designs. I could be wrong about the specific number, but they do have some new designs coming out in the nail care for the kind of the spring launch. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to start to break down the Campaign 9 book. So I told you it's Heavy Mother's Day. The femme is right here on the front. The new perfume, you guys remember that there is triple earnings, triple dollars on the femme. So they buy the perfume, they get the body lotion for free. Right now they can't buy the body lotion separately, so if they want it, they have to buy the perfume right now, and you get triple the credit for selling these. So this is kind of a good way to, you know, rack up your President's Club points kind of straight out of the gate. So, and remember that there's the stock up opportunity, you know, the advanced order opportunity too. So if you take advantage of those, it's front and center. And on page 8, there's a nice little feature. They do a lot of features of mostly Avon employees with their child in here. You know, here's a mother-daughter feature on page 8. But on page 8, you're going to need that label that we talked about before, where if you do recruiting, this is a little recruiting sort of advertisement, but they direct them back to Avon. So you want to cover that up and direct them to you. So you are going to need, I mean, you don't have to do this, but my suggestion would be to cover that up with labels. And so you are going to need to budget for labels for this campaign. So, you know, however many catalogs you're planning to buy, make sure you've got a label with your recruiting information on it that you can slap over. Because you don't want them to go back to Avon just because, you know how people are. People are so antisocial right now that, you know, if they think they can do it online and not have to interact with the person, they'll do that every time, right? And so you don't want them to go to Avon's website to sign up. You want them to go to your site or use your code or, you know, whatever, and sign up through you, so you get the credit for having done the work. I do like the bottle. I have smelled it. I've already got my stock up orders, Joe, and my impression of the perfume, the notes are jasmine, magnolia, and amber woods. My impression of it when I smell it, the jasmine and the magnolia sort of mix together, and to me they smell like a rose, like a real rose. I do not like any rose-scented products. I never like that scent because it's like an artificial rose scent, and it's very strong, it's pungent, and I just don't like it. This, to me, reminds me immediately, off the top, of actually smelling a real rose. Like somebody sent you some roses as a gift, and you actually smell the flower, or you smell it right on the bush. It's that sweet rose scent that is real. You know, that's how those two combine for me. That's what I pick up at first, and then that dries down, and that kind of dissipates, and then it kind of melts down to that amber woods. So any amber fragrance, you know, we know that there's some major retailers who sell a very popular, you know, amber fragrance. It dries down to a similar a softness similar to that. You know, anything that you think of with amber in the scent. That is what I got when I smell it. So I actually really like it, and I'm picky about florals. I'm not a floral fan. I like sweet things. I like fruity things. I like things that smell like baked goods. I generally don't like florals. They have to be. I like sweet pea. Sweet pea is a floral, but it's a very sweet, fruity sort of floral. So, you know, this to me, when I sniffed it, the top notes immediately reminded me of smelling a real rose, which I do like. And then the dry down is really nice and soft and subtle and not really musky, but, you know, has that warmth that a musk would have. And I'm terrible at describing fragrances, so that's the best I can do for you. Do a refresh here real quick. Okay. All right, so the next thing, page 15, there's one of those unforeseen demand notices. On the Chiara Pearlesque necklace and earring gift set. In the event of unforeseen demand, please allow 2 to 4 extra weeks for delivery. So that's this, the necklace and earrings, the pearl, kind of it's almost like a torsade style necklace. They might need 2 to 4 weeks extra delivery. Yeah, I'm totally with you, Erin. Yep, Joe likes the real roses too. Yeah, I love the smell of a real actual rose. I do not like rose products that are supposed to be rose scented. To me, are just a very heavy floral that is not what a real rose smells like. Don't care for it. Okay, so on page 21, I want to point this out because on page 21, the day cream, the Platinum Day Cream under the Anew line, they're having a try it now price of $24.99, so they can save $13. And the reason that I'm pointing this out to you is because if you had people that bought the Infinite Lift, they got the trial size for free with it. Although we know that there's some back orders on the trial size, but you know, they got the trial size of this. So now is the time to follow up with them and say, hey, you know, you had some time to try the trial size of that. The full size is on sale right now. You can save $13. It's not normally on sale where you can save $13. And so if you like it, you know, let me order you. How many do you want, right? Do you want 2 or 3? Right, so I just want to point that out, that it is actually on sale, this campaign. So follow up with all of your Infinite Lift customers and try to make the sale. Even if they don't fall in this age category, like, you know, if you had somebody who bought the Infinite Lift who is 35 because she feels like she wants, you know, a little lift, you know, if she says she liked the day cream, then it doesn't matter that she's not in her 60s. She likes it. It's doing what she wants. So sell it to her, right? Get her the full size. So I just wanted to point that out to you guys. And then on page 25, again, you know, because it's the reverse list, we know reverse list is going bye-bye. So it does have the limited quantities notice. It says limited quantities available for all reverse list products. Look for new reverse list complete renewal coming in campaign 13. So, and there is a try it now on the night cream for that, which, I mean, I like that they're giving a sale price, but I wouldn't necessarily use this to market to new customers, because if they try it now and like it, they can't get it. They'll have to get the new and improved version. So, but anyway, we know that that's going away. So just there is a notice about it in the catalog, which I actually appreciate that they're doing this in the catalog, because, you know, hopefully customers are paying attention. And let's see, page 28. There are limited quantities, obviously, on the, they're doing the mini kits where they get all the minis but the full-size eye cream. And there are limited quantities available on the Reversalist kit as well. So, just a heads up, that's going to be a when it's gone situation. And let's see. On page 53, we have some lowest price ever action. These are kind of important because, like this one, this is in sort of the men's line, and Father's Day is going to be coming up pretty soon. So the fact that some of these things are on sale now is kind of a reflection of the fact that not very long from now, the campaigns are going to be heavily focused on Father's Day. So anyway, it's the lowest price ever on the talc powders for the men. And on page 57, they're also doing a lowest price ever on the Eye Dimensions eyeshadows, the new ones. They're going to sell them at $7.99. So, you know, for those of you, I know a lot of people have really been saying that they're really enjoying those. So if you or your customers wanted to try some more of these palettes, then it's going to be the lowest price ever. And on page 58, let's see, on page 58, yes. On page 58, it's lowest price ever on the Avon eyeshadow primer, which, you know, it's still just the light beige shade. That's been, you know, they've been selling what's left of that for a while. And also the True Color eyeshadow duos are lowest price ever. Customers paying attention. Every now and then I throw in a zinger. It's a real zinger. Okay, so lowest price ever on those two. And then on page 64, is anybody else just checking in? If you are and you're new, say hi so that we can welcome you appropriately. Okay, so on page 64, lowest price ever on the Glimmer Sticks lip liner. If you want to know for sure what the Rejuvenate line is going to be replaced with. The Rejuvenate is, oh no, I'm thinking of the Reversalist. I still don't think that they've said anything for us about the Rejuvenate. They've hinted that that pink bottled stuff might be showing up for us, but you know, it's not been any what's news yet. And one thing I did notice in here is that they're pushing all the clinical stuff. And anybody who's been around for forever, when Anew started, it started with other products, but clinical became really popular, and clinical was kind of like the 30 and up age range was who it was designed for. And then they started breaking it down. They started with different versions of the age-related lines. You know, they've had a few versions over the years, but you'll see in the What's New that they kind of are reintroducing the clinical stuff. So I kind of thought that was interesting because they haven't actually confirmed with us that pink line is going to be coming. So I'm sort of wondering if they're sort of going to focus on the clinical again for the 30 and up category. I really don't know, but I'll show you that when we get to the what's new thing. But I don't think anybody has really said 100% for sure, yes, definitely you're getting that pink packaging that we all have seen. So I don't know if anybody else has heard anything, then obviously comment and let us know. Okay, so the Glimmer 6 lip liner, page 21, page 67. The Ultra Color Lip Crayon is lowest price ever, again. Page 68. The Nail Experts Cuticle Conditioner and the Nail Experts Ridge Filling Base Coat, which we just got in our Maven bundles, those are both lowest price ever. And also, the cuticle conditioner is while supplies last. So, you know, if you really like that one, you might want to stock up, or if you have a lot of customers that like to use it and you can afford to, you can budget for it, you know, you might want to do a stock up on that. On page 69, the Nail Experts Color Shield Top Coat is lowest price ever. Page 83. Let's see. Page 83, the Shine Attract lipstick is while supplies last. Here's the thing I'm not quite sure of. The while supplies last is actually listed, I don't know if you can see here, but it says, you know, Shine Attract lipstick, and it gives this, you know, the ounces. And then it says also available in shimmers, $7 each, while supplies last. So I'm really not 100% positive on whether the while supplies last is referring to the shimmers specifically, or if it's referring to just the Shine Attract in general. Susan's stocking up on the cuticle conditioner. Yeah, the conditioners, the cuticle products is something that they change just about yearly, it feels like. Yearly or every other year. Let's see. Page 85. Okay, so 85 is just a limited editions alert. The Moisture Therapy Lip Balm on page 85 is the special limited edition Blossoms collection packaging. So if you have customers that, you know, are really into limited edition products or, you know, seasonal type things, then I just wanted to point that out. And page 96, there's a loofah offer. So basically what's going to happen is that if your customer makes any two purchases between pages 97 and 103, then they can get the Pampering Loofah set, which is a set of 3 colored loofahs for $1.99. But they can purchase them separately for $3.99 if they want to. So here's the little loofah set. So it's basically the products that they can buy. It's basically like the Skin So Soft type, you know, body care products that are a part of the deal. So anyway, good little stock up on your loofah opportunity, right? Then on page 106, back to the limited edition stuff. On page 106, there's a limited edition Blossoms collection, and it includes, and my tongue is not working today, 2 hand creams, There is a petal sponge, a flower-shaped sponge, and then the Juicy Peach Blossom Naturals line. It has the shower gel, the body mist, the hand lotion, hand and body lotion, and then also it includes the Magnolia Pear Blossom Bubble Delight Bubble Bath. So this here is the limited edition Blossoms collection, you know, like the loofah and the 2 hand creams. But then there's this set where you can get all 7 of these things for $14.99. So the all 7 deal includes the Naturals line, and it includes the limited edition bubble bath fragrance as well. So, and we know that the Juicy Peach Blossom Naturals line, that's a seasonal scent. That's not going to be here forever. And the Magnolia Pear Blossom Bubble Bath, that's a seasonal scent. That's not going to be here forever either. But this is a really good, you know, I mean, 7 for $14.99, you know, that's a really good price, because, I mean, just the bubble bath alone is $8 regular price. So, anyway, there's your limited edition stuff for your limited edition seasonal scent excited customers, right? Okay, page 109. There's the bubble baths, our lowest price up ever at $4.99. And I mean, they have the soft pink here, but it is the whole line. Then, okay, page 114 and 115. I keep noticing these little, you know, we know we have the True Color technology, right? You know, we have these kind of catchphrases that explain what the product does. And I noticed another one in here that I've never really paid attention before. So if it's been in the catalog before, I just didn't pay attention to it. Because remember we talked about, what was the one we talked about last time? The, oh, I forget. You guys remember. I forget what it was. But anyway, so here they're talking about hydroprotective technology. And it's in relation to the moisture therapy. Let me see if that was somebody on the Facebook page asking for help. Hold on. I heard somebody dinging in. Oh, Jessica's there, but comments are disabled. Hi, Jessica. If you're on your smartphone, it won't let you comment on your smartphone unless you switch. Patrice was able to do something with her smartphone where she was able to open up like a second screen, kind of like switch to desktop type of situation, and then she was able to comment through it. But she had two screens running at the same time or something like that. And I am not knowledgeable on the smartphone, in the smartphone world, because I am an old-fashioned girl who doesn't want anybody to do anything with me except for call or text when I am trying to shut off the world. So to keep myself from working 24/7, I have kept myself from getting a smartphone. So I don't know, if maybe some of you guys know, if you could kind of talk her through doing that in the comments. Maybe you could help her so that Jessica can comment too. But hey, girl, hey, we're glad you're here with us. Oh, Joe ran out of laundry detergent, so she used her bubble bath instead. That's awesome. And that would make your clothes smell good. Have you guys noticed that laundry detergents aren't fragrance like they used to be? Remember when you used to be able to wash your clothes and you were done and your clothes smelled so good, and like you would pull something off the hanger and it smelled so good and fresh because it was clean? And now it's like they're taking the fragrance out so that they can sell you those little pellets that you have to pour in to put the fragrance back in. You know what I'm talking about? No, I just want my laundry detergent fragrance, thank you, and I want my dryer sheets fragrance because I don't want to buy something else to put smell back in where it should be already. Side note. Okay, so anyway, back to the hydroprotective technology. It's in reference to the Moisture and Therapy Intensive Healing and Repair Extra Strength Cream. And what it says, first of all, it's fragrance-free. It has 3 bullet points. The first one says fast, effective relief. The second bullet point says 24-hour moisturization. And the third bullet point says suitable for sensitive skin. So, you know, those are some hydroprotective technology bullet points that you might want to memorize. You know, everything is something technology, right? Like if you watch QVC, I mean that's kind of a real trend. It's something technology. It's the newest and latest whatever technology, right? That's kind of the catchphrase right now. Susan uses bubble bath to refill hand soap dispensers. You know what? I've used dish detergent to scrub carpet before. I might use bubble bath like next time. I mean, I have cats, so every now and then they like to, you know, share a hairball with me here or there, and I have one of those little vacuum thingies that you pour all the products in, and it, you know, shampoos the carpet and sucks all the moisture back out of it. Maybe I'll try the bubble bath in there next time and see what happens. I'll let you guys know. Yeah, Erin doesn't like fragrance. You know, and there's a lot of like fragrance-free. I'm totally down with like fragrance-free detergents and stuff like that, but I don't know. I'm one of those that I actually sometimes will choose what detergent I'm going to use based on how it smells. I'm just one of those people. I do think there should be some fragrance-free options, though. I'm totally with you on that. Okay, so anyway, hydroprotective technology, just a little, you know, like a catchphrase, a technology term that you might want to memorize. They also have it back here with the Moisture Therapy, the Intensive Healing and Repair line. You know, they have it with all of these as well listed. So just thought I would point out the technology catchphrase so that you guys could, you know, kind of learn the bullet points to it. Page 127. The Cushion Walk Sporty Sneaker Slide, while supplies last. And page 139. The bunny candle holder are also while supplies last. The little candle holder down here that you put your jar candles into. And page 140. The elegant glass basket is while supplies last. So a lot of the Easter stuff. Page 142. The recordable Easter friend and the bunny Easter bag are both while supplies last. Page 144 and 145. The butterfly print dress and the Cushion Walk eyelet shoe are both while supplies last. So basically, you know, the cute little spring outfit. And on page 149, the Hello Kitty eye mask, the Hello Kitty neck roll, and the Hello Kitty lunchbox are all while supplies last. And so the eye mask, the neck roll, and the lunchbox. And then I also want to point out that the Hello Kitty backpack is an Avon exclusive, which, you know, so basically the product color and the design, or I'm sorry, not that backpack, the lunchbox is an Avon exclusive. So, you know, they can't get this design anywhere else, or this color anywhere else. I mean, they might be able to find a Hello Kitty lunchbox anywhere else, but if they like this one, they can only get it with us. So, Avon exclusive products. And then page 168, pretty much everything here. I mean, it says all limited quantities, and it says it on page 168. But I wish they were more consistent when they do this, because it causes a lot of confusion. You know, sometimes they put it on the page and it means only what's on the page, and sometimes they put it on the page and they mean everything in the display. So I sort of feel like, just based on what the products are, that it's probably both pages where everything is limited quantities, but I'm not 100% certain. So basically, you're looking at the all-in-one makeup palette, the Pretty Paradise manicure set, the Earthly Paradise cosmetic bag, you know, all three of those. Limited quantities. And let's see, pages 180 and 181, there's another unforeseen demand. The Femme Lace Chemise, they're saying, in the event of unforeseen demand, please allow 2 to 4 weeks extra for delivery. And it's also the same for the Floral Garden PJ set. So it's this chemise and this PJ set. Now, I'm not 100% certain on whether or not it also includes the Floral Garden robe. The robe is listed over here, and it's not underneath the robe, but at the same time, it's written over here, and based on kind of the color design, they're sort of, you know, they sort of have these two displayed together, so to speak. So I think it is just the pajamas, but not 100% certain on that. Let me do a quick refresh, make sure I'm all caught up in the comments. Yep, okay. All right, page 182, wall supplies last, on the sweet sequin slippers, which those have been in there for a while, so that's not necessarily surprising. And then on the very back cover, there is a this brochure only offer where they can get a sterling silver eternal sparklet, sterling silver eternal spark necklace with CZ accent. So this brochure only, they can get it for $9.99 with each $15 brochure purchase, where it would be, they're valuing it at $39.99, and it's not going to be, or it's not sold separately. Not to say that it won't eventually be sold separately, but as of right now, they can't buy it for the $40 price. They can only buy it if they make a $15 brochure purchase, and then they can get it for $9.99. And that's a really good price. I mean, it's sterling silver. And here lately, because, you know, the price of sterling silver has gone up, so here lately, what you've been seeing is you've been seeing that the pendant is sterling silver, but the chain has been a silver tone chain. But this one actually says that it's a sterling silver pendant on a sterling silver chain. So this whole necklace is sterling silver. So to be able to get the whole thing for $9.99, as long as they buy $15 of something else from the brochure, that's a really good price for sterling silver right now. So, so that's a pretty good deal on the back cover. Okay. We also have, I think I told you everything I wanted to tell you guys about the outlet, so nothing much to say there. But we also have a flyer, one of the smaller catalogs. And if you're new to Avon, Avon created, sometimes people are like, why do they have the smaller catalogs? Why don't they just put it in the big one? Avon actually created these so that you could put these, you could go scout new territories, and you know how everybody does book drops and they fling the books? Well, they created these so that you could put these out and not be losing all the money because of the cost of the regular brochure. This is sort of like a teaser catalog where it gives them a pretty good idea of a lot of the different types of products that Avon has. And it's meant to get them kind of interested in it, and then they're supposed to contact you, and then you start giving them the full-size brochures. So this was really designed as a way for you to be able to save money and not waste, all of the full-size brochures that you're paying for on people who might not order. Because you know that when you canvass a neighborhood and you just leave books, I mean, you know that you leave, 100 or 200 books for every one person that contacts you, right? So this is Avon's way of trying to, save you from having to spend quite so much money and get just a little bit better return on what you're spending as you try to canvas for new customers. So, a lot of, they don't really talk about that very much anymore, and management is so new recently that they might not even know themselves why these catalogs were created. But that's why they wanted you to, leave this in the mailbox for somebody that you've never met before, instead of leaving the full-size brochure, so that you're not. We do ultimately, in the long run, if you break it down, we are actually paying for these too. They give them to us free with, with our brochure purchases, but we are technically paying for it in the cost of, a brochure. But it's still a good way to save your big brochures for the customers that you know 100% for sure are going to shop with you, and just use these to try to canvas for new customers. So anyway, if you didn't know that, now you know. But anyway, so in the little flyer on page 4, there's a flyer exclusive, and this is actually the second time I've seen this, and I probably should have mentioned it before, but if you didn't notice it, I want to say it was either Campaign 7 or Campaign 8 when I saw it the first time. But if you didn't notice it then, it's a flyer exclusive where it's a cute little black and white ponte jacket and then a flouncy skirt. This cute little outfit is exclusive to this flyer. It's not in the regular brochure. So that might be something you might want to point out to your customers that typically just shop from here. Say, hey, there's a special outfit in this smaller brochure that I want to show you. So anyway, I just want to point that out. And also in this flyer on page 7, the Cushion Lock Comfort Loafer, which has been in the brochure before, that is while supplies last. And on page 16, of course, the big color eye pencil is listed in here while supplies last. So big color eye pencil. I personally love these, and I have a lot of the colors myself, and I really don't want them to go away, because when I use up the ones I have, I want to be able to restock. I like to be able to replace it, but, well, I'm going to have a moment of sadness, I think, at some point in the future. But anyway, so big color eye pencils are while supplies last. Okay, so any questions about any of that stuff before we start to talk about the what's new? Or anything else you want to see out of them? Or yeah, a lot of times the stuff in the little brochures is cheaper than it is in the main brochure. Yeah, that's true. And one thing to note, for my very best customers, like I have customers that shop with me every 2 weeks, no matter what. They order every 2 weeks. Period, end of story. They shop with me 26 times. minimum every year. And so for those customers, I let them shop from both flyers because they shop with me all the time, and I really don't give a darn if they can find it, you know, something cheaper in here than they did in here or whatever. But I wouldn't necessarily do that with everybody. You know, if like when I have somebody, like say for instance, my mom brings me a couple orders from some friends of hers. Well, because I'm doing the transaction through her, you know, she's going to collect the money from them for me, and she's going to deliver the product for me because, you know, she's going to see them. Because I'm doing it through her, I'm not going to give necessarily those people this flyer. I might save the flyers to, you know, canvas with instead. I probably will just give them this one and maybe the Mark catalog too. But I don't necessarily give everybody the opportunity to shop from this flyer. And then if they become regular customers where they really start shopping all the time, then when I can, then I do start giving them this one too. But you know, kind of use your own judgment about how you want to use those. Just because if you can save some of these to canvas with and not necessarily give them to every single person, it's a good idea because then you're just getting more use out of the money spent. So just do what you feel like works for you. But you know, sometimes a product will be on sale in here and it'll be on better sale in here, or vice versa. And so if you have a really good customer, you know, give them the opportunity to get the best price that you can. But make sure you use these really to your best benefit, whatever fits your business. So, yeah, we might want to give feedback on the big color eye pencils. I mean, there is a possibility that they're maybe just revamping them, or I mean, we just redid the lip pencils, right? So there might be they might be just redoing them or coming out with the next bigger and better. But I happen to really like those, and I happen to you know, they're really good sellers for me too, but at the same time, they sell in waves. You know, you sell a bunch, and then you got to give customers time to actually use them and be ready to replenish. So I would like to see them have a little more patience with that particular product and give people time to actually use them up and be ready to replenish, you know. Sometimes you have to plan for a slump in sales on a particular product, and then know that you can then plan for an increase in sales on that product again at some point. And I think we sort of miss the boat on that sometimes. I think we're so eager to have the really fast, easy sales on the, you know, heavily advertised upfront products that we lose sight of what the really good core products are sometimes. So yeah, I think if a lot of people really like those, we should give them feedback on it. Maybe we can save them on the Facebook page. Yeah. Well, Susan, they haven't necessarily, or I'm sorry, not Susan, Erin, they haven't necessarily said that they're discontinued, but most of the time when products come up in the book listed as while supplies last, that's basically the best indicator that they ever give us that they're going bye-bye. Yeah, they used to tell us, you know, back in like the early half of the 2000s, if they used to, every single time a product, if it was the last time it was going to be in a brochure, they actually printed in the catalog, and they would even specify color by color, last time in brochure. They don't do that anymore. I think they're kind of listening to us a little bit about that because, like the Reversalist, you know, they're giving us the heads up that it's ending and when the new one's coming. But I mean, they literally, like, you know, take the True Color, or take the lipsticks for example, the Ultra Color lipsticks. If they were discontinuing a specific color or like 4 shades because they were going to launch new spring shades or something, they would next to all 4 of those colors, they would say last time in brochure for those specific colors, so people could clearly see if you want it, you know, if you want it, get it now. It didn't mean it wouldn't be in the outlet. You know, it might be in the outlet after that, but it was the last time it was going to be in the main brochure. And now the only hint that we have is these while supplies last or limited quantity, you know, notices. So I pretty much have just gotten to the point where I assume if it says while supplies last, that means they're getting rid of it. And then if they don't, well, then fabulous, but most of the time they do. Yeah, there's sometimes. It pretty much to me looks like it's all of them because they have the entire line. Let's see, where was that again? Page 7, I think. No. Yeah, see, they have all of the colors here. I'll just show you specifically. They do have all of the colors here, and they have an asterisk, you know, at the end of big color eye pencil, and then the asterisk, when you go down and read the asterisk, it's while supplies last. So to me, it looks like it's the whole thing. If it's not the whole thing, then they weren't clear in the book. But I'm assuming it's the whole thing. Yeah, I do think they need to have more patience. I think there's such a focus on, and this is partially being driven by YouTube and the market. I think people are starting to calm their jets with it a little bit, but people were really big into buying limited edition stuff. I kind of blame Mac for that. There was a really big push for that. So people and companies, and Avon included, have really started like trying to come out with, you know, something that they can sell for a short period of time and sell a bunch of it up front and then be done with it. And they just keep doing that over and over again. And the cost that goes into creating a product from scratch is huge. And so in order to be able to have money to keep coming out with these blast sales all the time, they have to stop spending money on manufacturing the products that we actually love and are, you know, our core products that are some of our best products that people will buy on the regular, but just not, you know, they're not going to have the huge blast sales on them anymore because they're just a regular product, but they're going to have continual, level, steady sales that might have some, you know, some dips, you know, but I think we're just losing sight. And the problem is that sometimes you can have a real hit in these blast products, and sometimes you can really get them wrong, and they really affect the world's impression of the brand. You know, if you get a bunch of them wrong in a row, you're in trouble, kind of thing. And we lose sight of these products that we have that are just kind of standard core products that are amazing, you know, because we don't give them the attention that they deserve, and Avon sort of forgets about them. So, yeah, it's an issue. It's something that we should keep addressing on the Maven page. I think we're going to have to keep kind of reinforcing it and reinforcing it and reinforcing it. And also, too, I'm just going to put it out there, since Kelly is gone, you know, when Kelly was really good about really being on top of all the posts and really responding and following up on things really fast. And I don't think the page is getting as much attention anymore. I think like once a week or once every 2 weeks, they're kind of coming and kind of scanning through and trying to catch up. But I don't think they're necessarily following the posts like Kelly did. So I think some of the things we feel really strongly about, we may have to kind of readdress and readdress and readdress and readdress and readdress multiple times in order for it to be really noticed and kind of taken back as feedback. Just my opinion. Okay, so are we ready to talk about what's new? You do a quick, speaking of refreshing, let me refresh my screen really quick. All right, what's new for campaign 11? 2 words, bug guard. We have another triple dollar stock up opportunity. So let's talk about it. The Bug Guard Beauty Power Play. Earn triple dollars in award sales. This includes all Bug Guard units from the Super Earner, which is, I'm going to talk about in a minute. There's a big Super Earner. Big Super Earner opportunity, which I'll talk about in a minute. So this includes all Bug Guard units from the Super Earner, plus all Bug Guard brochure units sold from the Campaign 11 brochure. No back orders. It says, for example, in Campaign 11, when a customer buys the Picaridin aerosol spray for $7.99, you'll get $23.97 in award sales. Sell to 10 customers and you'll get $239.70 in award sales. The President's Recognition Program member benefits include 40% or more guaranteed earnings. Oh, this is just, never mind, scratch that. That's just them advertising, trying to get to PC. So that's just them advertising, use this opportunity to try to get to President's Club quicker. I don't need to read that. Oh, Erin couldn't post. Yeah, if you're having trouble posting or if things start to freeze up or if the comments freeze for you, you might just need to hit the refresh button on your screen and come back in. I did get Mindy unspammed. But Mindy is, I think she's working today too, so she may be in and out. Are you still here with us, Mindy? Yeah, there's a rush to put out the new collections, and they just don't spend as much time necessarily really making sure the quality is there. And that's not just, Avon, that's every brand. There's a lot of collections that are just flops, and it's just because, when you don't spend enough time on something, sometimes you just don't get it right. It's just not enough time to do it well. And sometimes they're great, but okay, so the buzzworthy Super Earner. You're guaranteed over 50% earnings. There is a Skin So Soft Bug Guard Plus 10-piece pack. It features our best-selling Bug Guard products. There are going to be, in the pack, there's 2 of the Expedition SPF 28 aerosol sprays, which is this one. There's 2 of the Expedition SPF 30 pump sprays, which is this one. There are 2 of the Picaridin aerosol sprays, which is this one. There are 2 of the Picaridin pump sprays, which is this one. And there are 2 of the IR 3535 Gentle Breeze SPF 30 lotions, which is this one. So it's a 10-piece pack, and basically you pay $34.99, you earn $38.91, and the value is $148. There's no limit. It's delayed billing, and you get the full award sales. So you can order unlimited quantities in Campaign 9 or Campaign 10. You will be billed in Campaign 11, and then you pay for it with your Campaign 12 order. The Campaign 11 brochure prices count toward award sales and earnings level. The you pay price, which is the $34.99 price, will be used to calculate leadership bonus earnings if purchased by a member of your downline and the order is paid in full. And all of the units count towards your credit limit. You may be required to pay an additional deposit based on your account's balance and credit limit. And of course, all of this is, when you sell it at the brochure 11 prices, and it's all based on the regular brochure prices in the fine print. So I don't know that much about you know how they say here, the you pay price will be used to calculate your leadership bonus earnings. I don't know that much about that. I mean, I did leadership, you know, briefly, but I don't know how that affects your pay. So if somebody wants to comment below, the amount that there's the you pay price is $34.99. So if somebody wants to put in the comments exactly how that pans out for you, if you're in leadership and part of your downline buys it, I mean, I guess I'm assuming that goes into what your downline's total unit sales, how that's calculated, and how you get paid. But somebody comment on the details if they really know the specifics, because I'm not, I don't get as much information about leadership stuff because I'm not in leadership. So okay, now along with that, they do have other demo opportunities for, you know, a lot of the products and some of the products that aren't included in the stock up. So you do have some opportunity to buy. I mean, if you know, like for instance, the towelettes, the bug guard towelettes are not included in the stock up. In the anti-itch spray is not included in the stock up. So there's opportunity to buy the other products that are available too as demos if you want to. But there is a Buzz Builder kit that you can buy. It says, use this Buzz Builder kit to give your business a professional look, promote bug guard, and win customers. So the cost of the kit is $10, and you can stock up. It's a no limit offer. So if you want multiple ones, like if you wanted to buy some of these to share with your downline or something, or to use as, you know, recognition awards for your downline or something, you could do that too. But the kit includes a tote bag, which is 14.5 inches by 6 inches. And on the tote bag it says Avon, the company for women. And then it includes a cap. It's like a one-size-fits-all baseball cap, basically. It has the adjustable strap in the back, polyester, and it's basically a Skin So Soft bug guard cap. It also includes a pin, like a button to wear on your shirt. It's a Bug Guard Plus button. And then it includes a car window decal, which is 8.5 inches by 9 inches, that has the Bug Guard Plus on it as well for your car. So let me show you the products, and then I'm going to point something out to you guys. Can everybody see that? Let me wait for my video to catch up so I can make sure I have everything in the screen for you guys to see it clearly. I have a little lag. So what I want to point out to you guys is that on the car window decal, it's basically, it has like the Skin So Soft, you know, like logo. And then underneath it, it says 1-800-4AVON, www.avon.com. So can you see that here? My advice to you if you buy this kit is cut the phone number in the website portion off of the bottom before you stick it in your window, because you don't want to be driving your car around, throwing out brochures and doing whatever, and at the grocery store, and have somebody park next to you at the grocery store and see your thing and be interested in Avon, and instead of you being able to meet her and make her a customer, have her go to Avon's website and order from them. Right? So my suggestion, now I haven't seen these, so I don't know how hard or easy that will be to cut it off, but that's what I would do, is I would cut that phone number off the bottom and the website off the bottom and just put the Bug Guard logo in the window. So, but there is that, and you know, the tote bag, I mean, that's a good little bag to carry around a couple brochures in, and obviously the hat. If you're a hat girl, the hat's obviously going to get some attention. And the pin, I mean, the pin you can wear pretty much everywhere. So, $10, that's not a bad price for those things. All right, let me do a quick refresh. Make sure I'm up to snuff on the comments. Oh. there's Mindy. Nope, she was spammed again, but I'm marking her not spam again. It's not letting her post. Daggone it. She's not spam. She's not spam. Everywhere, pretty much everywhere. So, Mindy, I don't know why it's not letting me mark you as not spam. I mean, I can click on it. I'm clicking on the link that's supposed to mark you not spam, but it's not doing anything. Sorry, Mindy. I'm trying to get it. If anybody else, if she's marked as spam, if anybody else can see her listed there besides just me, and it shows the not spam button, try and click on it and see if you can get it. Mindy, I don't know why it's not letting me mark you as not spam. Sometimes it'll let other people do it. Yeah, you know what I wish they would do? I would wish they would just leave a little section on it, like a little block section, where with a permanent marker or something, you could just write in your own information on those. I mean, you know, they could do that where they could give us a space where we could personalize it. I mean, I would write my, you know, stuff on there with some kind of a permanent marker or something. Especially if it's a cling that clings from the inside, not from the outside. You know, then it won't rub off or wash off or come off in the rain or the snow or whatever. Still trying to get you unmarked as spam, Mindy. Bear with me here for a minute, girls. Okay.
Especially if it's a cling that clings from the inside.
Hopefully you can mark. Hopefully you can comment now. Okay. Let's see. What else do I want to tell you? So there's the kit. Oh, actually, speaking of Mindy, I'm pointing this out just for Mindy. On page 17. There's some more of your 4A stuff, girl. They're doing like, it's a signature triple wrapped bracelet in brown and pink with the 4A emblem on it. This one's for you. And let's see, pages 22 and 23. Oh, if you want to know, those are going to demo for $7.79. And they're going to intro special at $12.99, and they will be $16.99. They're going to come in. Oh, actually, I take that back. I said they're in brown and pink. They're brown and pink, but they're also going to have black, champagne, and teal. So there's actually 5 colors. Okay, so here's what I was talking about before. On pages 22 and 23, first of all, they give the reversalist update information here. So let me just read that to you now. It says, tell customers who used a new reversalist renewal serum that a new clinical Pro Line eraser treatment is an effective replacement. It delivers great results. Deep wrinkles begin to visibly fade in 1 week. So we talked about that before, that you want to... your reversalist renewal serum customers, you want to introduce them to the Pro Line eraser treatment. And then it says the reversalist cleanser and day, night, and eye creams will appear for the last time in brochure 10. Look for the new reversalist complete renewal regimen coming in brochure 13 and featuring new technology and new formulas. And then also they do note in here that by the time you're in campaign 11, the reversalist renewal serum is already no longer available for purchase by the time you're in campaign 11. So remember, we already talked about that before. They got rid of the serum before they're getting rid of the rest of the line. So. Oh, Joe can see Mindy. Yay! Mindy's back in the game. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so by the way, along with that, what I mentioned before too is that there is kind of a demo opportunity on the clinical. And it's like, you know, a lot of the clinical products. The Thermafirm, the Advanced Wrinkle Corrector, the Resurfacing Expert Smoothing Fluid, the iLift Pro Dual Eye System, the Advanced Retexturizing Peel, and the Pro Line Eraser Eye Treatment. And it says, why clinical? A new clinical features high-performance targeted treatments with the latest technologies. Customers should select treatments based on their specific concerns and incorporate them into their skincare regimen. So anyway, I mentioned that when we were going through the brochure that there looks like there might be kind of a resurgence of a focus on clinical again, which I think is great because just like we were just talking about, we ignore the great core products that we already have and are focused on the new seasonal, you know, short-term sales. So I'm glad that they're doing a little focus on the clinical again. So if you're not familiar with those products, this is an opportunity to not only get familiar with them, but to buy a full size of it if you want to use as a demo. If you can afford it, if you can budget for it. Don't put yourself in debt. You know, budget for these things as part of your business, not as part of your, you know, don't spend your savings, budget through the income that you're getting from your business to reinvest back into your business a portion of what you make every campaign. Okay, so pages 26 and 27, there's another rep offer. This is a Mark rep offer. It's 45% off the Bath & Body collection. And included in that is the Threesa Charm 3-in-1 cleanser, the Get Misty Body Mist, the Handed Over Super Moisture Hand Cream, the Just Buffing Body Exfoliator, and the Whipped Up Body Butter. So this is a little interesting, and this is some of the stuff that's been confusing us lately because remember in the last brochure, like in the Mark brochure, it kind of has all of this stuff as like, you know, while supplies last kind of thing. So they are giving you a stock-up opportunity. We don't really know for sure if these are going away or not going away. I think it's crazy if they get rid of these because this isn't a, you know, I sell a lot of this stuff. This is a really good line, and it's a little bit pricier, but the quality is really good on these, and I have customers that really love these. I mean, the lemon sugar, you know, it's no joke that I mean, they say it's our #1 best-selling scent, the lemon sugar, and, you know, I have people that are hardcore all about the lemon sugar fragrance, so I really hope that these don't go away. There's nothing in here that indicates that they are, but you guys remember the last time we talked about they were kind of listed, a lot of the Mark stuff is being listed as, you know, while supplies last and that kind of thing. So, but anyway, so if you want to do a stock up, if you can afford to do it, if you can budget for it, here's an opportunity where you can get it at 45% off. Now, this is something I want to point out because a lot of people don't really think about this, but if, like the top sellers who already make 50% on stuff, this doesn't necessarily help them. But if you are just President's Club and you're selling it at 40, you get the 40% discount already, you know, here's a chance for you to get 45. Or if you haven't reached President's Club, you know, here's a chance for you to get it at a better price, and if you can sell them, you know, if you stock up on them at this price and are able to sell them, then you make more commission on them than you normally would. That's why these are good. But again, when you're talking about stocking up, you have to already have money budgeted towards your business to put towards this. You can't just say, okay, I'm going to charge up my credit cards and try to do the stock up opportunity and then lose all my money because I have to pay interest on my credit cards and I don't sell them fast enough to be able to pay off the credit card in one payment. You know, you can't do that, so you really have to budget for this kind of thing. Yes. It's funny how people get, Erin's talking about her customer had mentioned she might switch back to Olay. It's funny how insulted people get when their product that they really love gets discontinued, isn't it? But, you know, it's funny. I hear stuff like that all the time. People are like the Nutura. If they discontinue the Nutura, there's going to be an apocalypse. I'm sure of it. Because people are very defensive about that product, and many times I have heard people say, if they get rid of that, I'm done with Avon. You know, it's funny to me. It's so interesting. Like, that's the psychologist in me who wants to do a study on on people's reactions to that kind of thing. You know, Erin, I mean, yeah, they're talking about give her some samples or maybe let her just try it. Yeah, I think sometimes the easiest way to ease a customer in is to just approach them with what the replacement product would be first, and do a handshell or something if you can, if you can afford to demo it, and do the handshell and get them oohing and ahhing over it first, and say, you know, I'm really glad that you like this because I think this is the product that you're going to want to switch to. Not very long from now, the product that you love is being discontinued, so I'm really glad that you like this because this is what I'd like for you to start with, you know, the next time, kind of thing. You really have to, like, coddle them into it, you know. Gotta ease them in the sweetest way possible sometimes, because people are really defensive when their favorite product gets discontinued. Joe likes the advanced retexturizing peel pads. I've heard a lot of people who really like those. Yeah, sometimes, you're right, Joe, sometimes they demo these because we are their biggest customers and sometimes their biggest suckers. And we will buy it all because we, you know, sometimes they're selling it to us, not to our customers. I feel that way about the daily deals. Here lately, I've been laughing my head off basically since before Christmas because every single day lately the daily deal is soaked up right at midnight, and you know, you can forget about getting it. Those daily deals are not always good deals. And I think people just get so excited and they're just so afraid that if they don't buy it right now, they're all going to be gone, that they buy them and they don't even pay attention to whether it's even a good discount or not. You know, sometimes they see what our cost is and they think, oh, that's a good price, but they don't realize that that's not what Avon intends for you to sell it to the customers at, and the customer price is not necessarily the best deal, you know. Sometimes we look at those and we think that our price looks like a really good price, but you can't sell it at that price because you won't make any money. I don't know. Those daily deals, you got to watch those daily deals. They're pretty tricky sometimes. Watch those daily deals. Really make sure it's worth it, because you don't want to go into debt because you stocked up on a bunch of daily deals that aren't, you know, that aren't the most attractive thing to your customer. Or because you just are buying everything for yourself and, you know, losing control. Okay, page 28. There are a couple of sample offers that I just wanted to point out to you. For example, remember we talked about the big gap in, you know, with the discontinuation of the reverse list. And I said you might need to introduce them to another line, you know, and not wait for the new updated version. And we talked about the Skinvincible samples, that the Skinvincible samples were not going to be available for forever. They are offering the Skinvincible sample packets for the lotion and the cream at 25% off. You can save 25%. So that's right here. And then there is also buy one, get one free. Here's the new clinical again. Buy one, get one free on the new clinical mix or match of equal or lesser value. So included in that offer is the Pro Line Eraser treatment, the eye treatment, the Resurfacing Expert Smoothing Fluid, the Thermafirm Face Lifting Cream, the Advanced Wrinkle Corrector, and the Eye Lift Pro. So, you know, here's an opportunity for you to buy one, get one free on the samples for some of the clinical products. So you might want to take advantage of that. And then also, especially if you like to demo what's in the brochure, because it looks to me like Campaign 11 might feature clinical products. And then also there's buy one, get one free on the Untouchable cologne. And that's the vial. It's not the Liquid Touch. It's the actual vials. So, and it is just on the Untouchable here. So, you know, if you need samples, if you're running low on samples, that might be a good opportunity to kind of get more for your money. And I did want to point this out just because it's one of my favorite causes. On the back cover of the What's New, there is a new breast cancer floral print umbrella. It's going to demo for $10.50 if you're PRP or $11.25 for everybody else. It's going to sell in the brochure for $15, and $3 is going to be donated to the Avon Foundation for Women Breast Cancer Crusade. But this is one of the breast cancer products that we actually do get some earnings on as well. And I'm kind of glad they're doing this. I mean, in a way, I used to appreciate the fact that there were no earnings on the breast cancer products because that meant all of the money was going to the, you know, to the foundation. But at the same time, I think even if you just earn a little bit on these, it's incentive to sell even more of them. So in the long run, I think that by us earning a little bit on it, we're actually going to make more money on the foundation, because some people are only driven by how much money they can make and are not going to sell any of them if they can't make any money on them. So for me, in the long run, I sort of feel like it's a good thing for the foundation that we earn a little bit. Oh, Anita's in the house. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, girl, hey. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out because, first of all, it's a pretty umbrella. Second of all, I wanted you to know that there are earnings on it. And, you know, thirdly, sometimes we forget about the Breast Cancer Crusade when it's not October. And so I just wanted to remind everybody about that. And this What's New is very heavy on the Father's Day stuff, like I mentioned earlier. It's a lot of men's, you know, I mean, we're not that great at our men's lines. We tried to do clothing a little bit back in the day, but they're so afraid that they just don't, they really needed to go all out and give good quality products and just do it. And it's like they want to test it, and so they don't give the best products and all that kind of stuff a lot of times with the men's. So it is kind of the typical men's offerings. Like we're going to have, you know, a ring and a watch, some watches, some different kinds of watches they can choose from. And then a lot of kind of, you know, manly sort of, I always call these generic gifts, but, you know, just kind of like a car trunk organizer and, you know, the back of the seat organizer, and, you know, there's some kind of cute little, I don't know, some cute little fun things that are kind of kitschy gifts. And then, you know, some of the kind of the things that we always do, screwdriver sets and, you know, lights and hat brim lights and that kind of thing. So just a little sneak peek there. I did want to sneak peek a couple things for you on page 24 and 25. We're going to have some new shades in the True Color eyeshadow quads. So that's coming out for the Mavens. And a product that I thought was just kind of cute that I would show you, that they have a Candy Sorbet lip gloss, which I think is just cute little fun packaging. You know, that's going to be something that's just kind of a seasonal item, I'm sure. So anyway, this is kind of going off these True Color eyeshadow quads are kind of going off the runway thing, this whole nude trend. They're just some more nude palettes, but you know, these are going to be kind of limited edition seasonal palettes, I'm sure. And I mean, really, other this being, there is some new. Do you guys want a sneak peek on the Paula Abdul? There are 2 new Paula Abdul products. I wasn't planning on showing them to you, but if you want to see them, I will give you the sneak peek. I like to save some stuff for you guys to be surprised, though. There's a really nice sterling silver pendant necklace that's more of a, you know, a little, not high-end, but, you know, a little one of our fine jewelry kind of category necklaces that's coming out. But it is mostly, this is mostly kind of Father's Day focused. So Bug Guard, Father's Day, and a couple things for us. Let me do a refresh. Yes, Joe says yes. Yes to the Paula Abdul stuff, Joe. I'm assuming that you meant. Okay, I'm going to assume that's what she meant. Here is the Paula Abdul stuff. A pair of shoes and a pair of white sunglasses. If you want to be surprised, you wouldn't be watching. I know, I have to hold back on just like going through the whole thing for you guys. So sunglasses are going to demo at $10.49, and they are, if you're PRP, or $11.24 for everybody else. They're going to intro at $14.99, and they will be $20. And the dazzling heels are going to demo for PRP at $27.99. Everybody else $29.99. They're going to intro at $39.99, and they will be eventually $45. Yeah, they're still sprinkling in the Paula Abdul stuff here and there. So, I mean, they must be doing well. I know a lot of people. I know Rebecca really likes the Paula Abdul line. So I think some people, whether they like Paula Abdul or not, I think are really, you know, enjoying the quality of the products that have been through her line. So, sorry, people are trying to call me and my phone keeps going off. Okay, let's see. I think that's all the sneak peeks I had for the what's new. So now I want to break down. This is grab your pen and your notebook if you haven't already, because I want to really break down some things for you guys in reference to like President's Club. Oh, and one thing I wanted to mention too, if you didn't already know, President's Club is being adjusted just for this year only. Normally it goes from campaign 8 to campaign 7, and there's 26 campaigns. Just for 2014, they are going to have it run only from campaign 8 to campaign 26. And then starting in 2015, it's going to start at campaign 1 and run to campaign 26. So they're adjusting the amounts. I have not been able to find any solid information that came directly from Avon, but I have found solid information that comes from representatives that I trust to maybe have the correct inside information. Basically saying that you're going to have to sell $7,000 this year to hit President's Club from campaign 8 to campaign 26. So normally it's $10,100 when it's 26 campaigns, but just because they're realigning the time frame this year, it's making this year be a little weird, and so they are adjusting us for the fact that we're not going to have as many campaigns just this one time to hit it. And from what I can tell, from what I've heard from people that I trust pretty well to be getting the right information, it looks like we're only going to have to sell $7,000 to hit President's Club. So if you didn't already know that, that's the best I know. And again, like I said, I don't have anything directly from Avon, but just keep that in mind. So here's the deal. If you want to hit President's Club, you have 26 campaigns to do it. And to hit President's Club, you have to have award sales of $10,100 in a normal year. We're just going to pretend like this year, don't worry about the $7,000. We're just going to, you know, in the future, in general, all the time, it's $10,100. So if you do the math on that, if you divide 10,100 by 26, that means that every campaign you need to have $388.47 in award sales. Okay? So write that down, $388.47. I like to round that up to $400. I like to just know that every campaign I need to sell at least $400 worth of stuff in order to get my goal. Just because 400 is easier for me to remember than 388.47. So what I did is I went through the Campaign 9 brochure, and I kind of broke it down on different ways that you could focus on it. Because number one, I just want to give you some straight up numbers so that if it's hard for you to figure these things out, you can just go, okay, she gave it to me and that's just what I'm going to do. But also just to get you thinking about it and kind of doing the math yourself. Oh, Anita got the numbers from her upline. Okay, good. So I'm just going to break down some kind of ways to look at it and just sort of do the math for you. So from this campaign, to hit that 388 and change level, because we're getting triple dollars on the perfume, all you have to do is sell 5 perfumes and you will hit it. You will hit that $400-ish mark for this campaign. And so if you're struggling trying to hit PC, if you can just keep $400 in your mind and every campaign try to hit that $400 level, you'll be there. So for this campaign, if you can sell 5 of these perfumes, that's going to be all you need for this campaign. That doesn't mean stop selling. It just means as soon as you sell those 5, you know you've got it for this campaign. And you're on track. It means you'll be on track to hit President's Club this year. Now, if you're saying to me, okay, I'm kind of new or I don't have that many customers, I don't know if I can sell all 5, you could sell 4 of them and sell it as a bundle, and to all 4 people that you sell it to, if you sell them the necklace on the back cover for $9.99, you'll get there as well. So if you can get to 4 and make sure all 4 of those people order this necklace, then you're there too. The thing I want to tell you about that, though, is you're not going to earn as much money that way, because the necklace is limited earnings. You can't get more than the 20%. And so you're only going to earn $7 by selling the 4 necklaces versus you would get $12 if you sold just 1 more perfume. So if you can, go for the 5 perfumes. But you do have that option there if you just can't get that last one. If you sell everybody the necklace, you're still there. So there's an option. Or, you know, we talked about on page 16, no, not 16, what page? 21. We did talk about on page 21 that the Platinum Day Cream has that Try It Now sale price. So if you sold a whole bunch of the Infinite Lift, if you go back and follow up with those customers and sell them this, if you sell 16 of these, it's going to put you at $399.84. So you could, if you wanted to, just focus on selling the Platinum Day Cream. You can sell 16 of them. If you sold 20 or 25 of the Infinite Lift. You know, if you can get 16 of those people to actually buy the full size in this campaign, you're going to get there. And then, if you sell $440, that puts you at 40% earnings. So if you sell 2 more, if you can sell 18 instead of 16, then you'll get 40% instead of 35. Okay? Or on page 54, there is an opportunity to sell the look. There is this picture of our pretty model whose name I cannot pronounce on page 54. And in the corner here, along the side, it says, what's her name? Avon Global Beauty Brand Ambassador is wearing Aero Volume Mascara in Blackest Black, Glimmer Sticks Waterproof Eyeliner in Midnight Blue, which is sold on page 61, and Nailwear Pro Plus Nail Enamel in Cosmic Blue, which is sold on page 70. So they're highlighting 3 products that she's wearing here. They're highlighting the new Aero Volume Mascara, they're highlighting a Glimmer Sticks eyeliner, and they're highlighting the nail polish. Okay? So, let's just say that you're in a situation where you know you need to stock up on products, like you're going to have a table set up at a church bazaar or something. If you're in that kind of situation, you could tear this page out of your brochure and put it in a picture frame or something that you can prop up on your table. You could stock up on these products, and you could potentially get to President's, you know, get your campaign to President's Club level sales and be on track just by promoting this look. So what you would have to do, here's what I would do. You're going to have to sell 20 sets in order to do it. So you need to order 20 of the Aero Volume mascaras at $5.99. And if you want to mix and match colors, you can. I probably would just get all Blackest Black. I mean, there might be 1 or 2 people who would wish I had the brown, but most people are going to want black. And then she's wearing the Glimmer Sticks Waterproof Eyeliner in Midnight Blue, which is sold on page 61. So I would order 20 of the Glimmer Sticks in Midnight Blue. And the offer for that is $6.99, and it's actually 2 for $6.99, so I'll come back to that in a second. So 20 of the mascara, 20 of the Glimmer Sticks in Midnight Blue, and then the Nailwear Pro Plus Nail Enamel in Cosmic Blue, sold on page 70. I would order 20 of those. And the offer on those is, this is a both for $6.99 offer, which I will come back to here in a second. So I would tear out the picture of her pretty face, and I would put it in a picture frame. I would put 1 of the mascaras and 1 of the Midnight Blue eyeliners and 1 of the nail polishes in front of it. And I would, as people are coming up to my table, I would say, you know, hey, I can, you know, help you get this look. You know, you can buy this bundle. Now, if you add together $5.99, $6.99, and $6.99, the total is $19.97. So what I would say is, I would say, you know, you can get this look for under 20 bucks. And remember, because the Glimmer Sticks offer is actually 2 for $6.99, what I would also do, I would order 20 of the Midnight Blue, and then I would mix and match 20 other ones. You know, I would get 2 of this color and 1 of this color and 3 of this color and 2 of this one and 2 of this one, you know, totaling 20. So I would have a random selection of other colors, and this does include the Diamonds Onyx, the Waterproofs, the Diamonds, the Liquid Glide, and the Super Shock. So you can even mix and match some of the other types of eyeliners. So order 20 more, just a random selection, and either lay them out or put them in a nice little container where they can see the end that has the color at the end. You don't want people opening them. but lay them out some way so that they can see which colors they are. And with the nail polish, because the actual offer in the brochure is a both for $6.99, basically what they're selling is they're selling, pick a nail polish color, and then remember the Avon Sprinkle Nails nail decorations that we all talked about before? They're basically giving you an offer where you buy a nail polish and you can get a packet of the sprinkles, both for $6.99. So I've ordered 20 of the Cosmic Blue nail polishes because that's what is in the picture. And then I would choose 20 of the sprinkles. Like, what is it, 7, 7, and 6? Yeah. So I would get a random selection of those. So what I would do is I would have my picture in the picture frame. I would have the 3 products sitting there. And I would say, hey, you can get this whole look for under 20 bucks. And I'm going to let you choose another eyeliner, and I'm going to let you choose a package of sprinkles to go with it, all for under 20 bucks. Irina. Irina is her name, the model's name. Yeah. Irina Shake. That just makes me want to go like this. It's not I wanna, it's Irina, but it makes me want to shake. Okay, so are you following me with this? You're basically showing them how to get it. You're showing them the pretty model, and you're saying you can look like this too. You're showing them the products that she used to get it, to get the look, and then you're giving them a free eyeliner and a free thing of sprinkles to go with it, all for under 20 bucks. Right? So if you can do that 20 times, you got to sell 20 sets. That'll put you at $399.40, which is on track for President's Club. If you can sell 23 of them, if you can sell 3 more, that's going to put you at 40% earnings instead of 35. That'll put you over the 440 mark. Okay? So there's another idea. On page 107, remember earlier we talked about that offer where it was all 7 for $14.99. If you can sell 26 of these, it'll get you'll be selling on track for President's Club. And if you could sell 30 of these, that'll put you at 40% instead of 35. Do you like my dance? You know you're doing it in your chair too. Everybody take a shake break. Shake break, shake break. Dance it out, dance it out. The things I will do for you girls to give you a little chuckle. Nothing like worldwide public humiliation, right? To keep my girls interested. Okay, so 30 of these would get you at 40%, but if you can sell 26 of them, that's selling on track for President's Club. Now, 26 is a lot. Yeah, I can list the items again for you. I can. 26 is a lot. 20 sets of that look is a lot, right? But you can mix and match some of this stuff. Maybe you can't sell 5 perfumes, but if you can sell maybe 3 perfumes, and 1 of the eye creams, and maybe a handful of the look sets, and maybe 1 of these, all 7 for $14.99. You're still going to be on track. Should we always have a shake break? Should we have a shake break every week? Okay, so really what I want to point out in doing this is a couple things. Number 1, you have to really think about your customers and think about what you sell a lot of. If you don't have any perfume customers, then don't buy 5 of the perfumes, because who are you going to sell them to? Unless you go find new customers, you might be stuck with them. But if you have a lot of makeup customers, then maybe you could focus on selling the look instead of the perfumes. I mean, you're not going to get the triple dollars, but if you can sell 20 of those sets, hey, you know, good on you, right? Or if you know that you need that kind of thing because you know you're setting up a table somewhere or something, you know, the whole point is I just want you to keep that $388.47 in your mind, that that is the minimum that you want every campaign, especially if you're trying to get to President's Club, if you've never made President's Club before. And you can, you know, change the numbers around and do it for any of the levels if you know, if you want to talk about any of the sales levels, whether it be honor society or what have you. You know, the idea is still the same, that you really have to do the math in order to get it right. So a couple things. I just want you really thinking about who are your customers and where do you need to put your focus in order to know 100% for sure that you're going to be successful. You know, you can always find new customers that will have new interests, but who do you know for sure that you've got? That's the first thing. And then the second thing is you've got to do the math. You've got to have a plan in place. And you've got to know exactly what you need to sell in order to hit these goals. And, you know, the last thing you want to do is to look at your invoice one time and be like, if I had sold $3 more, I would have made 40% instead of 35. I couldn't just sell $3 more, you know. The last thing you want to do is to be in that position where you wish you had been paying more attention. Right? So that's my point with that. Does anybody have any questions about any of those numbers or anything, just like right off the top of their head? Or, you know, the President's Club, how I came to 388.47. You know, if you do, just comment and I'll try to come back to it for you. So the last thing I said I wanted to do is I wanted to do a challenge. So I have a couple of challenges for you. The first challenge is, like I said in the very beginning, I want you guys to send me your accomplishments so we can do shout outs. So email those to me, any of the ways that I told you. Direct message them to me if you want, you know, if you want a little recognition. If you're not getting what you need in your district or from your upline, we will do it here. So email that to me. That's the first challenge. The second challenge I want to do right now, and this is a math challenge. So grab your pencils. On page 111 in the Campaign 9 brochure, there is a Footworks offer, and we talked about this because there was like a advance order opportunity, which is why I'm bringing it up. There was an advance order opportunity in the Campaign 9 What's New. Remember? I showed you guys this, where it's an all 5 for $9.99 offer. It's a $25 value. And this has 2 of the nourishing creams, 2 of the smoothing scrubs, and 1 of the clay masks, and it's in the ginger and white tea collection. So all 5 for $9.99. What I want to know is, grab your calculator, how many of these, if this is the only thing you sell, how many of these do you need to sell to be on track for President's Club? And then I want to know how many of these do you need to sell to make 40% earnings if you're not already President's Club. So, okay, I'll spare you the singing because I'm a horrible singer. Make up the numbers. So, 2 questions I'm asking you there. How many do you need to sell? They're $9.99 for the set. How many do you need to sell? And then I want to know how many to be on track for President's Club, which is $388.47, hint, hint. And then I want to know how many you need to sell in order to be on track to get 40% earnings instead of 35, which is $440, hint, hint. Anybody got the numbers? If you get it wrong, it's okay. Oh, yep. Susan's right. Nope, 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 not right, not right. We're close, we're close. $9.99 times what equals $388.47 or $400? And I did round up. Joe's right, 39. Ania's right, 39. Helen's right, 39 for President's Club. Yep. If you sell 39 of those, you're going to be at $389.61, which gets you just over the top, right? We're still not right on 40%. Now remember, some of you might be thrown off because remember our earnings level is changing. So I'm using the new earnings level. The new remember they're all going up by a little bit. So I'm using the new. That might be throwing some of you off. In order to get 40% by the time, starting with campaign 8, I believe, in order to get 40%, you have to sell a minimum of $440. $440. And I did round up. We're getting closer. We're getting closer, but I did round up. I always round up. I always just, if it's in between, I always go up one because I'd rather be safe than sorry. So if you know you need $440 and the cost is $9.97, then you need to divide 440 by $9.99 and you get we're so close. $440 divided by $9.99. $45. Joe got it. Woo! Helen and Susan, you're right on track. It's like 44.04 something, and I always round up because you'll miss it if you don't. So 45. So if you were just selling this, you would need to sell 39 of them to be on track for President's Club, or 45 of them if you wanted to make 40%. So sometimes we just aren't realistic about how much we really need to sell, Sometimes we don't realize, 45 is a lot, right? You need to find 45 people to buy this to make 40% earnings. That's a lot. We really have to work hard for the money that we earn in this business. And that's what I want people to really start thinking about. That's why I want people to really start doing the numbers. So I may do more challenges like this just to really keep people thinking about it. Plus, there might be new reps coming in who don't know how any of this works anyway. So, I might do some more of these. But I do still have one more challenge for you. And I showed you our lovely model, Irina Shake. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And this pretty look with the Get the Look information on the side. So the challenge, the final challenge, is that I want everybody to try this look. Now, let's just break down the look really quick. She basically has the blue eyeliner along the top with the mascara. Don't forget the nail polish. It does look like they have a little bit of like a dark shadow kind of in the outer third, like smudged kind of here along the outer corners of the eye just to add a little dimension. So if you want to do that, you can. I would like for you to focus on the blues just because the look is blue. And how are you going to sell a blue look if you're not comfortable wearing it or talking about it or encouraging other people to wear it, right? So if you're a neutral girl, I want you to try to step out of your box just this once and use blue. But here's what I want to say. I know that most of you do not have these products. I know a lot of you don't have them. A lot of you don't even have access to the Aero mascara yet, just depending on what your processing level is. And you may not have the blue eyeliner or the blue nail polish. That is okay. What I want you to do, if you have any other brand of blue, if you don't have these products, use whatever brand you have at home. And if you really don't have blue, then just use a different color. Use what you've got. I don't want anybody to buy anything special to do this challenge. Use what you have. Oh, you can only see your eyebrows. Sorry. Let me do a slow pan. You see better now? Is that better? Is it close enough or too close? I mean, she does have nice eyebrows. Is that better? Okay, so if you don't have these products, that's okay. Oh no, dirty diapers in Erin's house. Ah! If you don't have these, that's okay. Either use what you have, use another brand. I'm okay with that. What I want you to do is I just want you to practice the technique so that you can then teach it to your customers. I also want you, if you're a neutral girl, I want you to get comfortable with the fact that, you know, some people like blue so that you can sell it. And what I want you to do is I want you to post the look either on the Maven page, or if you're on the IM group, you can put it on the IM group. If you're not on the IM page yet, it's facebook.com/groups/IamMoney, all one word. And that's a group that I created quite a while ago specifically to help people reach goals like this, you know, to help you break it down. So if you're not on that page, you can join that group as well. Just make sure, I mean, I know the Mavens, but if you're not a Maven, just make sure that somewhere on your Facebook account, it's very clear that a stranger can tell that you sell Avon. Because if I can't tell that you're an Avon rep, I won't include you in the group. I won't accept your request. So post it on the Maven page or post it on the IM page. Don't use any hashtags on it unless it is all Avon products, you know, because you know, if you do use all Avon products and you want to use it to sell to your customers, then by all means do. But if you're using other brands, then just don't hashtag it. And, you know, just say something like, you know, here's my attempt at practicing the look for campaign 9 or something, so that we know that you're referring to this live broadcast and not some other challenge, is all. So, you know, like I said, by all means, if you do use all Avon products, then hashtag it up if you want to. But if you're just using what you've got, that's okay. I mean, I don't care if you're using an Urban Decay eyeliner or whatever. Just don't put any hashtags on it, and just comment somewhere on there that this is just you practicing for campaign 9. Get the look. I am money. Yeah, IAMMONEY. Yeah. Okay, so don't forget the nails. Don't forget the nails need to match the eyeliner. Dun dun dun. Okay, so this challenge is really just number 1 about practicing the technique. And then you know, it's really just a practice in getting familiar with what we're selling, right? But this way, if you've done it on yourself, this way you'll be able to sell the look easier. You'll be able to tell a customer who doesn't know how to apply makeup how to apply it so that it looks like this. And you'll be able to tell her how the products perform, you know, if you've got them. You'll be able to encourage her to step outside of her comfort zone, and maybe, you know, blue sometimes can be a scary color for people. So if you're more comfortable with it, then you will be able to make them more comfortable with it. So if you have a customer, for example, if you've got a customer who orders one brown eyeliner and she orders the same brown eyeliner and she orders it every other year because she doesn't wear her makeup that much, the only way you're going to get any additional earnings out of her is if you can encourage her to feel comfortable in other colors, right? So this is almost a way to learn how to kind of upsell your customers a little bit and get them purchasing more products than they maybe normally would. So Jessica's here! Yay, Jessica! She finally made it. She can comment. Hey, girl, hey. Everybody say it together. Hey, girl, hey. Okay, so anybody have any questions about the challenge? Of course, Jessica gets in here, and then now we're done. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Anything else you want to see? If you're selling at higher than President's Club already, but you still want some help with numbers, I'm happy to help you with that too. So if you want challenges for higher levels, like math related breakdowns, then let me know, because I can do that too. All right, I'm going to refresh one more time, and if I don't see any other questions or requests, then I will say thank you everybody for coming, and we will do this again in 2 weeks. The date will be March 8th at 11 a.m. Eastern, and in between them, I want to see your challenge pictures or videos or whatever you decide to do with it, and any requests that you might have for the next time. And I also hope to get a bazillion emails about your accomplishments so that we can do recognition the next time. Yeah. Jessica's been listening. She just couldn't comment. I wonder, did you switch your phone or something, Jessica? How'd you get in? All right. Well, then, love hanging with you girls as always, and we'll do it again in 2 weeks.